Hey guys, a hearty welcome to all you listening, all you watching. You are watching from Broken Worlds, where I train my broken, busted up body and hopefully be able to qualify for the 2027 World's Masters Highland Games Championship. Been doing a bit of a series on compound movements and its benefits and why it might be right for you. So I've talked about compound movements in relation to strength, in relation to efficiency, where you don't have to be in the gym for 2 hours a day or whatever. Today I would like to talk about compound movements in relation to athletics and why it helps athletes become better athletes. So compound movements, as I've defined it before, is defined as articulation of two or more joints in a lift. So right now I'm doing reverse deadlifts, not really a compound movement, but it's a little bit. My knees do bend a bit, so it is a bit, but it's mostly a hip hinge, but it still works out a lot of muscles. But the strict compound movement articulates two joints to complete the lift. So why this helps for athletics is power production, which is essentially athletics, your ability to jump, sprint, even doing a good takedown in wrestling, you need a lot of power to be able to do, or whatever sport it is, tackle somebody in rugby or football, whatever it happens to be. Your ability to produce power, which is moving of a mass, usually your body, moving of a mass with a acceleration in mind. So the faster you're able to accelerate the same amount of weight, or if you're able to accelerate a different amount of weight at the same rate, that's an increase of power. So your ability to do that is dependent upon bunch of muscles working together to be able to accomplish the task. And so if you need a bunch of muscles, a bunch of joints to be able to produce power, then compound movements is moving a bunch of joints and a bunch of muscles to move an object. So it is essentially training the very thing that athletics needs. And so it's a really good to keep in mind when you're designing your program, especially if you're training for sports, to not do too much in the way of isolation. As I've said earlier, I'm not against isolation. I just think the focus of your workout should be compound movements, because it's the best for your everyday life, including your athletic life. So I do the Highland Games, and everything's about power production. Your ability to accelerate the weight you're throwing, the ability to move that weight from 0 to whatever speed it ends up at the end. The quicker you're able to do that, the further you get a throw. So being able to coordinate your body to produce that power becomes really important. And that's why you practice a lot, to get the technique down. So then you're able to express your strength through the movement in a way that has further or better beneficial results. So don't sleep on compound movements. I'm a big advocate of them. I used to do pretty much all isolation except for maybe bench press, but I've now seen the light. The compound movement is the way to go, and really good for athletics. So here's my shoulder presses. They went good except for this last set coming up. I did not recover that well. Had trouble sleeping a couple nights, and so that kind of caught up to me. And so I went into it not expecting to. Well, I didn't know what to expect. I wasn't surprised when I failed, though. I'll put it that way. So here's the third one. It went up pretty good, but then I tried a fourth one, and I was like, nope. So I took a little bit of a break and wanted to bust out 2 of them, but you can see the grind that this last one was. And grind. Got it up, but I was like, I'm done. My shoulders are toast now. So that's how that went. Recovery is really important, and if you don't, it'll hold you back a bit. But you just press on, and hopefully recover better. I've been sleeping better last few days, so I'm hoping my next training session will go a little better with this. But I am, even though my chin-ups aren't the greatest in the world, I am pretty happy with how they're progressing. They are progressing, so that's the good news. So I'm happy with that. And I don't know why I've always been so bad at chin-ups, but that doesn't mean I shouldn't do them, even though I'm starting to like them a bit more. I'm not dreading doing them, so that's good. It's all right. So I think next time I'll do 5-5-5. If I do that, then I move to a smaller assistance band. I'm at my second smallest, so I'll be moving to my smallest and work my way up that way. And let's see. Well, maybe I'll get to doing body weights, chin-ups. We'll see. All right. Well, that's the end of my workout, guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope everything falls into place for you.